Should you make your own wedding decorations? I'm getting married later this year, and for everyone who's ever got married or is planning their own wedding right now, you know the moment you mention the word wedding, the price of whatever service you're seeking triples. Whether that's the decorations, the cake, the flowers, the band, you get the point. So my partner and I are trying to cut costs. One of the most recent discussions we had was about decorations and wedding favours for our guests. Now, we all know how hard it is to convince our respective other half that we absolutely must get a new tool. So I sensed an opportunity here. You'll remember a while ago when I made the cutting board for my soon-to-be brother-in-law as a housewarming gift. I'll put the link above me here if you've not checked that out yet. And at the time I said how nice it would have been if I had a laser so I could have engraved his initials or maybe the logo of the local fire branch he's a part of on there and customized the gift for him. I figured if I played my cards right, I might be able to get away with getting a new tool. So I thought, what if I could convince my other half that if I got a laser in the workshop, I could not only make our wedding decorations, but also save us a ton of cash. I, of course, won't mention all the other projects I actually want it for and all the other things I could use it for. That's just a happy coincidence, right? Now, this could work out really well in my favour, or it could end my marriage before it's even begun. But I figured convincing her had to be worth a shot. And it worked. I've no idea how I managed to pull off convincing my other half, but I've managed to get my hands on a Creality Falcon 2 Pro 22 watt laser cutter and engraver. I should probably get to work. Full disclosure, whilst researching which laser to get, Creality reached out and offered me the Falcon 22 Pro that I'm using in this video on the proviso that I tried it out and gave my honest opinion of how it works. That being said, let's get back on with the video. Step one was designing. Now, there were two things the missus wanted that I think are totally achievable with a laser, even by someone as inexperienced as me. The first was a Lord of the Rings inspired sign, much like Bilbo Baggins's no admittance except on party business. And the second being customised bookmarks with our guests' names that could be used as both placeholders at the table for them and then a little keepsake to take home as well. And some Johnny Age 5 drawings later, the designs were done and it was time to get the laser set up. The laser came really well packaged and there were loads of custom foam cutouts that helped keep all the components in place during transit. There were loads of components and I was a bit worried I'd bitten off more than I could chew and I was slightly concerned about assembly. But I did find the manual, so that's a start. I'm really not very technically minded, as you can see here as I struggle to work out where to put all the various bits and pieces using the manual. But I didn't need to worry, because it also comes with a USB that's got a video telling you how to put it together, which made my life way easier. Anyway, cue the montage. I really liked this design because it takes safety to the max. It's got that fully enclosed top that means it's going to protect me from any dust, smoke and laser light, and actually means that I can watch the laser working without needing to put protective glasses on, although it does come with some in case I need them. It's got a built-in fan that can be paired with an air purifier, helping to keep you safe from all those nasty fumes that can be produced from the materials you're working on. And it's got a series of warning lights that will flash up and let you know of any problems either when preparing to use the laser or when the laser's actually in use. It's got 5 major safety guarantees, a triple switch system to start it up, making sure you can't accidentally turn it on, and most importantly, an emergency stop feature, which is just one bang on the button and everything shuts down. With everything set up, I then had to calibrate the laser which was much easier than I expected and just involved placing a little screen with a load of circles on it and taking a photo of it on the built-in webcam in various positions. Then with it calibrated, we were on to aligning it, which just involved placing a square piece of basswood into the tray, and then clicking the frame button allowed the laser to show me the path it was going to take so I could make sure the basswood was under it. And after adjusting my settings and clicking start, the laser then burned out 4 target icons and a centralized circle. Now I just have to jump back onto Lightburn and clicking the alignment feature, zoom in and basically bullet point the center of each of those 4 targets, and that aligned the software to the laser to make sure it could move accurately with the representation from the software to the laser tray itself. I'm using Lightburn as a software. There are others out there, but this one has a 30-day free trial that I thought I'd use for this. I then quickly tapped away just to test out the customization feature and oh, I don't know why it said that, but seeing as it suggested it, why not consider subscribing to my channel and clicking that bell notification so you know every time I upload a new video. And if you could also smash that like button whilst you're there, I'd really appreciate it. It helps push my videos out to a wider YouTube audience. Thanks very much. I grabbed some rough oak and milled it up using the planer thicknesser and then cross-cut it on my table saw. I then bought the laser outside. It's super portable and quite light, which is really handy. I had to realign the laser because I had knocked it slightly out of position when I carried it outside, but thankfully the built-in camera makes it so easy for accurate alignment, ensuring full frame functionality and usability in no time at all. Once aligned, I jumped back onto Lightburn and it was time to try and create my Lord of the Rings sign. I imported my text and then using the live overlay was able to sort of drag it out to the sizing and position I wanted it to be on my oak board. Then I used that frame button to do a final check on the laser's positioning, make sure it was going to cut in the right place. Before I was ready to go, and then I just clicked start. Now, whilst this does its thing and engraves, I just want to say how impressed I am with it. It was flawless execution of what I designed. It really helped bring that idea to life. It was super simple to use, and I don't know why I was so scared of it. I am really untechnical and thought I wouldn't be able to do this, but actually did an amazing job at just making what I wanted, and I didn't have to worry about my hand slipping when using a chisel or a router and messing it up. I could just let the laser do its thing, and that was super helpful. Really impressed with it, and actually I'm so glad I've added it to the shop. Once engraved, I added a quick roundover to the edges, gave it a sanding, and then I was ready to apply some finish. so happy with how this turned out. The engraving's really clean, it's got crisp edges, and I think it looks awesome. And I'm hoping the missus feels the same way. Now, for the bookmarks / name cards, I made one plain engraved tester. Then I decided I wanted to test out the laser's ability to actually cut rather than just engrave. Point to note though, make sure you check the recommended parameters of which are on the USB, because I didn't overcharge the laser and burnt the word test into the bottom of the tray. Now the tray is super useful for getting out all those little bits that fall down when you're engraving and cutting things out, but I don't think burning the word test into it added much value to this tool. So just be careful. Although that does show how powerful the laser is, and I think in future I'll probably try cut some thicker material. Ultimately, I decided to go with the engraved option as I felt it fit the theme of our wedding best, so I cracked open the pack and started laying them out within the laser. Now this has got quite a large cutting capacity. I was really surprised, and I actually was doing these in batches of 21. If you do run a small business where you want to mass produce or batch out lots and lots of things, this was actually really good at that, and I was pleasantly surprised. Then I jumped back onto Lightburn, updated my overlay, and filled out the names on all of the bookmarks. Then I changed my settings from line to fill, make sure it engraved the full word like it did on my Lord of the Rings sign, rather than just the outline. Adjusted the power and speed of the laser, actually checking the guidelines this time. Lesson learnt. Ran my final checks. Okay, so I finished up the projects and I've got the bookmarks and the sign. Let's go see what the missus thinks. She doesn't like being on camera, so I'm going to keep it down low and on my handsome face for you all. Babe, you got set?
Yeah.
Haha. So I am done with the bits you asked for.
Oh.
All right? Yeah?
Oh, that is so cute.
Yeah?
These are perfect. Oh, thanks, babe.
Oh, good. That was easier than I thought.
Well, actually...
Yeah?
Jess has just moved house and doesn't have a sign at the end of their lane. So can you do one of these for her? And then actually, Amy is getting married in December, so we could do them some really cute bespoke bits and pieces for the wedding, like cute little, maybe like some, oh, I was thinking about mug on a coaster.
It looks like it may have gone a little bit too well, and I'm going to be really busy in the workshop for the future. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to get your hands on one of these Creality Falcon 22 Pros, I have got a link in the description and a code for a discount as well. If you aren't already, please click that subscribe button, smash the like, and let me know what you thought in the comments below. Was I risking my marriage, or did it work out okay? If you're not already following me on my other socials, you can find those in the description as well. Why not check out the cutting board I made for my brother-in-law that inspired this whole video? Or, if that's not your cup of tea, YouTube reckons you'll like that one. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.